Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and today we're going to be talking about the flock AI cameras that have started to infest the United States. So if you've been living under a rock and you have no idea what these flock AI cameras, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They are AI-powered driver's license cameras developed by a company called Flock Safety and have been put up all over the United States. And I don't mean like a couple thousand of these things, I'm talking like tens of thousands of these things. They're kind of everywhere. In fact, there's even a website called DFlock, which is a website dedicated to tracking where all of these are. But yeah, sports fans, this is some George Orwell shit going on in the fucking United States. Thankfully, it hasn't really hit Canada yet too much. They've tried, but the privacy laws in Canada just basically forbid it in like 90% of the areas that they're trying to put it in. The biggest thing I wanted to talk about today was a TikTok trend of how to destroy these things and go into their blind spots. In fact, let me even just show you a few of these clips.
What not to do when you see a flock camera. Do not buy a battery-powered reciprocating saw. Do not wear disposable clothes that cover every inch of your skin. And whatever you do not visit dflock.org, find the nearest camera, approach it from behind its line of sight, and cut it down with your saw. Nothing says freedom more than a complete surveillance state.
One thing I've noticed also while doing research for this video is that while most people are like, well, I fucking hate these cameras, we're actually going to take them down, a lot of people are just doing it for the TikTok trend, not caring that they're like taking these cameras down or like what the importance of that is.
Peter Thiel! Peter Thiel! Well, it's a flock camera. Peter Thiel! Peter Thiel! Peter Thiel!
I see you, Peter Thiel!
We have a message.
It reminds me of years ago of that like devious lick challenge where like high schoolers were stealing shit, like fucking like full urinals and stuff. It really reminds me of that. Another thing I've noticed, and not to get like political on this channel, this is like the most non-political shit ever. I've noticed that both Republicans and Democrats and liberals, just everybody hates these fucking cameras. Like, I haven't seen a single person who's like, I love the fucking flock cameras spying on us. Oh my god! Oh, why are you taking them down? No! No, I haven't seen like a single person like that. And I don't know what it is. It's refreshing to see. Guys, the world is healing! But yeah, a lot of people have been protesting these, taking them down, ripping them down, putting stickers on the lenses, just straight up sitting next to them with signs like this gentleman.
I'm protesting this flock camera, taking pictures of everybody that comes by here and putting it in a file. I don't like being tracked.
I'm here in St. Pete with Carl, and you might have seen him on the internet because he is known as
The flock blocker.
the flock blocker. He is sitting with his sign, blocking flock cameras. It is
Now, the biggest issue with these cameras is the actual just abuse that has been happening already with these cameras. These cameras have only been up for like a few months, if that, and there are already like countless times where police officers have abused these cameras, whether to like stalk their exes or just random people they find interesting, because there's no like regulation to what the cops can do with these cameras. And so there's a clear abuse of these. And it's fucking crazy. And this isn't just like a one-time occurrence either. Like, there are hundreds of cases of this happening. Hundreds. I've been reading articles. It's fucked. And now here's the real difference between one of these and just like your basic like speeding camera. The speeding camera, when it detects that you're speeding, takes a picture of your license plate. One of these flock cams, no matter what, will take a picture of your license plate. And from there, It will then use it to track where you're going every single day, what you're doing. It will track your habits, all of these things, along with, they're now just made an update to them where they can detect Bluetooth signals. So now they can detect what devices you have in your car, along with using that information to figure out how many passengers you have in your car. This is fucking insane. And I know I made a joke earlier likening it to George Orwell's book, 1984, but genuinely, I think the US government read that book and was like, why don't we do that, but we get AI to replace that job? Because holy fuck! All I'm saying, at the end of the day, is you should truly not take a high-powered laser pointer and point it directly at the lens. Because, you know, that would be damaging public property, right? You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend it.
We're going to find out what happened when you use the world's most powerful laser pointer and give the camera superpowers. It's Bruce Banner giving the camera superpowers.
It's a powerful laser.
Yo.
But to summarize all of this, I think you should not go out and destroy these cameras. I really don't think you should take high-powered laser pointers. I don't think you should follow any of the steps that are relatively available online. I don't think you should go on the DFLOC website and figure out where these cameras are to destroy them. I don't think you should do that at all. Don't do that. Wink, wink. But genuinely, these cameras are fucking crazy. The fact that they're unregulated, a police officer can just go on them and search for people's faces whenever they want. In fact, there are cases of cops doing this and getting charged for it. For misuse, which is a good thing. They're getting charged for it. But when it's happening in the hundreds, it's not... I think the main issue for me is it just indiscriminately takes pictures and stores them into an AI database of just every single license plate, everything like that. If there's a data breach, you're like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Along with that, the regulations. There's like almost nothing for regulations right now. In fact, the officers that were charged for, like, looking at their ex-girlfriends and things like that, it's a stalking charge. It's not a misuse of the camera. It's purely just, like, stalking. It does look like there will be regulations coming out with, like, having to have a case number for whenever you search something up on this camera, on these cameras. And well, ultimately, I think that's a good step in the right direction. I think these cameras are horrible just in general. And with that, that's gonna be it. Adios.
Is a nigga good with a little